Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and this is the channel where I went to business school so you didn't need to, and today we are talking about Sofi Technologies' SOFI stock and how it could surge up to $10 in the year of 2023. In this video, we will be analyzing two separate articles. The first article is a very positive, bullish article to where the author believes this company will hit $10 in the year of 2023, and he'll give us various evidence for that. After we analyze this article, it will be followed up by a more bearish article by a naysayer and critic of this company who believes that it's too late for Sofi Technologies to surge up to $10 during that year, and it could potentially fall even further down to around $3 per share. So of course I will be adding my own criticism to both of these articles to give you an objective view about where I think the share price is headed in the future. So for more videos on Sofi Technologies, remember to go and smash that like button right now, comment your thoughts down below about where you think the share price is headed in the year of 2023. Subscribe if you are new, and without further ado, let's jump right into today's stories. Sofi Technologies, if you're not already familiar with this company, is a fintech company or a financial technology company that essentially operates as a digital bank. Right now, their shares currently trade at $4.60, while professionals on the lower end believe this company could be worth $5, which is still above the stock's current share price. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we have very bullish, positive investors that believe this company could surge up to $10, and that's what we'll be dissecting in this video about why certain experts believe this company could surge to that high of a price target. In the middle, we have more of a median stock price target of $7.33, which is still substantially higher than the share's current stock price of $4.60. For all intents and purposes, I do not own more than a 4% allocation to this company, and I wouldn't advocate other people to overexpose themselves to a risky singular growth company during the current negative macroeconomic environment we are in. Right now, I am mainly focused on buying ETFs such as VOO or VTI depending on the day, and we should wait for the economy to recover before investing into risky technology growth stocks such as Sofi. But with that being said, I do own Sofi Technologies in my personal portfolio, so let's dive into why this company could surge potentially to $10 per share. Over the past year, Sofi Technologies and their share price has lost a great deal of value, and this is why many investors believe this company is overdue for a rebound, making this company a multi-bagger stock, which means that this company could literally surge from around $4 up to around $10. So for investors who believe that right now is a good time to buy this company, paired with Wall Street experts saying that this company has a good risk to reward ratio, then why not invest into this company on the chance that this company could surge up to $10 per share in 2023? Well, before you do that, let's go over some more data and look at both sides. If you are taking a long-term position in this company, you are most likely in good hands, considering that this company over the next decade is going to be substantially higher in their share price than $4.60, which is what it trades at right now. So you're going to make money, it just depends on how long it's going to take you to make your money. You also probably know that the CEO of the company, as well as other insiders and executives, have purchased shares recently of the company, which is always a very positive, bullish sign because they believe that the company is worth more than what it's trading at right now, which is why they bought shares. It's really good to see management and executives that operate this company do that because it just shows their confidence of what they're going to make of the company in the future. Of course, this is not a guarantee because the CEO as well as management and executives could be wrong about the future stock price of Sofi Technologies, but eventually they will achieve profitability even if it's going to be somewhat of a bumpy ride, and in the next article we will discuss when they will become profitable. If you are not invested into this company already, it may be best to wait for this company to prove themselves and become profitable before you place your hard-earned money in this company. So please be aware of that. If you're already overexposed to this company, more than a 5% portfolio allocation, you might want to start shaving off some of that money and investing into ETFs, mutual funds, or index funds, because over the long term, that is the smartest thing to do considering the current negative macroeconomic environment that we are in with high inflation, higher interest rates, and overall uncertainty. Now, the author of this article argues that financial traders have seemed to already have priced in the various bad news that has come out that would pertain to this company, such as increasing interest rates. As the Federal Reserve increases interest rates, it's going to decrease the demand for various types of loan products and or lending products, which Sofi Technologies specializes in. So clearly that is going to hurt their underlying business. On top of that, the Biden administration, if you haven't heard, has extended the student loan moratorium to where former students do not need to pay on their student loans and their student loans aren't accruing interest on the federal level. So clearly this only applies to federal student loans. But because very wise investors believe that all of this negativity has already been priced into the share price of Sofi Technologies, which caused their overall share price to fall from around $15 down to around $5 in 2022, we could expect a giant rebound because these negative factors have already been priced in. Now, we do need to bear in mind that the Federal Reserve will not increase interest rates forever. Eventually, that will stop. On top of that, eventually the student loan moratorium will end to where former students will look to refinance their student loans once the student loan moratorium ends, because then their student loans will start to accrue interest and payments will be demanded, and that needs to be paid. This will increase the overall demand for Sofi Technologies' student loan refinancing services, which ultimately will lead to better financials. So investors are looking forward to that rebound. Sofi Technologies also seems to be a favorite from Wall Street analysts. Now remember, we need to take what Wall Street analysts say with a grain of salt because they are not always right. But it should give us somewhat of a guidance about where the future trajectory and share price could go for this company. Clearly, the CEO and insiders are not the only bullish positive investors in this company. For instance, a Mizuho analyst as well as a Bank of America analyst have actually had encouraging words for the future of this fintech firm. Both of them acknowledged that Sofi Technologies is a regulated bank, which makes them a lot safer than investing into another fintech company or financial institution that uses third-party companies to process or do underwriting. Now, Sofi is literally self-contained because they are their own bank on top of being a very innovative fintech company that operates completely digitally, which is absolutely amazing. The analyst also goes on that he feels that the negative sentiment surrounding the student loan moratorium is behind us as of right now and has already been priced in. On top of that, once interest rates stop increasing, we're going to see a surge in demand for not only their regular lending products, but also mortgages and, of course, personal loans. Right now, if you don't know, Sofi Technologies has seen a great increase in personal loans to where it allows their borrowers to pay off higher interest rate debt, such as credit card debt. If the personal loan only has an interest rate of around 7 to 15%, and the credit card company has an interest rate between 18 and 25%. Clearly, the personal loan has a lower interest rate, so they're using that personal loan to pay off their credit card, which thus lowered their overall interest that they owe. So that's why we've seen an increase in their personal loan lending segment. Therefore, analysts believe that right now, there is more opportunity in this stock than there is risk, giving investors a great risk to reward ratio. Now, that's not permission to go and be frivolous and overexpose yourself more than a 5% initial allocation to this company, because we don't know the future. However, it seems that Sofi Technologies' share price could be a gem in 2023 and beyond. Now, for my personal opinion, I wouldn't necessarily get my hopes up. Now, clearly, it's going to act as a phenomenal catalyst once the student loan moratorium ends and once interest rates subside, but honestly, I'm waiting for the overall economy to recover, and that's when I think Sofi Technologies will start to build their brand more efficiently, which will increase their overall share price. But for me personally, I would wait out until 2024, and I'll tell you why later in this article. Right now, let's move on to our bearish negative naysayer critic article, which believes that Sofi Technologies is not a good investment opportunity right now. However, the author highlights that bullish positive investors believe that right now is a good buying opportunity to build a position in this company. This critic would argue that the challenges haven't been baked into SoFi's valuation as of right now, which is the exact opposite of what bulls are saying, because they say that these negative developments have been baked into the current share price right now. So currently, clearly investors are betting on a big comeback for this company to surge up to $10 per share in 2023, which will be due to their accelerating revenue growth. Now, it's clearly possible for this company to surge in 2023, and the author even says that that potential is not off the table. However, he says, unfortunately, a massive rebound for Sofi Technologies may not be as likely as some investors think. He says that the shares of this company right now seem rather pricey, But if investors are basing it off of future growth projections, then it's somewhat justified, and I agree with him on that point. However, this is where it gets even more interesting. The author says that it makes sense for investors to value SoFi stock off of their future potential rather than their present financial results, and that's just what we do with technology growth companies. And we also know that based on current forecasts, SoFi Technologies is set to become profitable during the year of 2024, and by 2025, their earnings could hit 35 cents per share. So this is a very positive development. So it's really not too shabby if the company trades at around $4.50 per share from now until 2024. This company is a pretty good buying opportunity as long as you're willing to wait out for the long term. However, he does make a very interesting point that I agree with. He says investors are valuing this company as a growth company, so they're using their future results to discount the share price. But he said ultimately we should value this company more like a bank, and normally banks have a PE ratio between 10 to 15 times. So they're trading at 10 times or 15 times their earnings. Right now, SoFi Technologies does not have a PE ratio because they are not profitable. They're not bringing in earnings right now. So other people are valuing SoFi Technologies at a multiple between 20 to 25 their PE ratio once they become profitable, which would lead to a share price of around $8.75 per share. But honestly, if we compare them to other banks and fintech companies, they should be trading between 10 to 15 times their earnings once the company becomes profitable in 2024. So the bottom line is that it's clearly possible for this company to surge up to $10 in 2023, but even me personally, I don't think that's in the cards for this company. Maybe the company could build up to a position of around $7 or even higher than $7, but for the company to almost triple in their share price up to $10 just doesn't seem very realistic for this company. Now, that doesn't make this company a bad company to own, but rather, I think it's too soon for this company to pop. It would be much more realistic to wait for this company until they become profitable in 2024, and that's when we're going to see the share price pop. Now, if you are a long-term investor like me, I have no problem about buying this company right now, or even if it becomes cheaper, because the future share price is going to be substantially higher than the share price we see right now. Now, the last thing that I want people to understand is, and this is something that not many people talk about in regards to SoFi Technologies, is their cash burn. They have over $3 billion worth of debt right now. They're burning through cash, and the way that they could raise capital instead of getting more debt is they could dilute current shareholders. So people need to be cognizant that that is a potential of this company for them to do, considering that they're going to have a lot of debt to pay off over the next year or two. Lastly, we also have the problem of a reverse stock split. So some very bearish negative naysayers bring up a good point to where the company could dilute shareholders and then enter a reverse stock split. But in my opinion, that would be absolutely catastrophic for the overall valuation of this company. So I really hope that doesn't happen, but clearly that's something investors need to be aware of. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Go ahead and comment where you think the future stock price of this company will be and whether you are a long-term investor in this company or if you are a short-term investor in this company. Also comment down below how exposed you are to this company, because on this channel we want to practice proper risk management. So remember to go and comment down below, smash that like button for more videos on SoFi Technologies, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next YT video.